today we are going to start the calculation of the standard deviation for the continuous series. And the formula for the calculation of the standard deviation for continuous series is same as the discrete series. That is the square root of the summation ft square over summation f. The difference in the continuous and the discrete series is we have the class interval in case of the continuous series, which are not given in the discrete series. So we will take one example in which we have the class groups or intervals. So we will take a example like in which we have given the class intervals on one side and the frequency on the other side. So first of all we need to calculate the mean. So for mean we need the calculation of the midpoint. We will calculate the midpoint of the class interval. Like the midpoint of this class interval is 15 and for this it is 25. For the next it is 40. Next one it is 60 for this class, then 75 for this class. So next apply the formula of the mean. Multiply the f into x, 15 into 5 that is 75, 25 into 8 that is 200, then 40 into 16 that is 640, 60 into 8 it is 480, 75 into 3 that is 225. So in this way we will get the value of the fx. Next is the summation of the fx, that is 1620. The next one is the summation of the frequency. Summation of frequency is 40. So apply this value in the formula of the mean and you will get the value of the mean. Now we have the x value as well as the x var. We need to find out the d for every observation, and we already calculated every step for the discrete series. It is same for the continuous series. So d is equal to x minus x var. Okay, so x is 5 and x var is 40.5. Not 5, it is 15. X is 15 and x var is 40.5. So we will get the minus 25.5. Due to the shortage of space I am writing like this, but you have to write down everything in the proper way. Okay, so you will get the every value for the d by subtracting the x minus x var. The next step will be the square of the d. Okay, square of the d, 25.5 into 25.5. So in this way we will get the d square value. After that, next step is the f into d square. We have the f value, that is 5, and d square is the 650. So we will get the value for every observation for ft square. After that there will be the summation of ft square. The summation of ft square is the 11790. Okay, divided by frequency. Frequency of whole is the 40. So apply the formula, that is the square root of the summation ft square is the 11790 over summation frequency. Summation of the frequency, that is 40. Solve it and you will get the standard deviation for the continuous series, as the answer is 17.168. So this is the way to calculate the standard deviation for the continuous series. So once again I am moving to the definition of the standard deviation. Standard deviation is the difference of every observation from the mean value. I think now it is very clear to you that it is the difference of every observation from the mean value, because we are calculating the standard deviation from the mean. Okay, so it is calculated by the square root of the deviation. We calculated all the deviation, in the end we calculated the square root. So it is calculated by the square root of the deviation that calculated from each score. So again, what is the definition? Standard deviation is the difference of every observation from the mean value, and it is calculated by the square root of the deviation that are calculated from each score. So next we will discuss few points regarding the merits of the standard deviation. So the very important question for the exam is, sometime it is asked, what is the significance of the standard deviation, what are the merits of the standard deviation, and sometime they can ask like, which is the best measure of the this dispersion. Okay, you can say standard deviation is the best measure. So how we can say it is the best one? So first of all, its calculation is based on all the observation of the series, because we are including all the observation, we are neglecting no observation. Okay, we already discussed the range and the standard deviation. In that cases we are taking only the extreme value, or sometime we are neglecting the 50% data. But in case of the standard deviation, we are not neglecting any observation, it is based on all the observation in the given series. Okay, it measures the deviation from the mean, which is very important statistics. Okay, because the very common measure in the statistics is mean. So this is the measure that calculate how much data is scattered from the mean. That is very much important, also enhance the importance of the standard deviation, because we are calculating it from the mean value. Next, it follows the rule of the algebraic. Okay, it is based on the algebraic calculation. It never ignores the plus signs or the negative signs. If you remember, we are not neglecting the negative signs. It is the different story, we are not writing the plus signs, but we always mention the minus signs. We are not ignoring it. So this is the other merit of the standard deviation, we never neglect the signs. Okay, next merit is it squares and makes the negative number positive. Okay, remember d square. Once we have written the negative number minus sign, but when we square that, the negative number become positive. Okay, the next is it helps to determine the reliability of the mean. If the value of the standard deviation is low, we can say the mean is reliable. If its value is very high, then it makes the question mark on the reliability of the mean. We can't say the whether the mean is reliable or not. Okay, next is it is least affected by the fluctuation of the sampling. Next, regarding few demerits of the SD, as we were doing the mathematical calculation, it seems difficult to calculate as well as to understand. Okay, so it is relatively difficult to calculate and understand. Okay, then its calculations are difficult because it involves many mathematical processes. Okay, the next one is it is affected very much by the extreme value of the series. How we can say? Because when we talk the squares of the deviation of the big item, squares of the deviation of the bigger items are proportionally bigger as compared to the squares of the smaller item. So in some way it affected by the extreme values in the series. So these are the few demerits of the standard deviation.